and the dunya. Which is why, brothers and sisters, the less attached we are, the better. How do you decrease those attachments? I don't want to actually talk about this, but I'll just give you a couple of tips. Traditions tell us that one of the ways to reduce attachment to the dunya is to give charity as much as you can. Every once in a while. People, I'm sure you've seen people who give charity every day. Even if it's a small amount, give charity. Even if you don't have much, give charity. Because the more you give, the more you are weakening those attachments. So if you ever lose any of it, or at the point of death when you look and see that you are leaving everything behind, it's not as difficult now, is it? Which is why the hadith says, giving charity, يُخَفِّفْ سَكَرَاتِ الْمَوْتِ. It actually brings ease to those who are dying. Because those attachments have already been weakened so much. It's like a virus that's been weakened. It's not that hard to fight it anymore. That's number one. To give charity to the poor, give money to support the majalis of Imam al-Hussein, the projects of Imam al-Hussein, the sha'a'ir of Imam al-Hussein. Go to ziyarah, pay from your hard-earned money, go to ziyarah. You have more to spare, give someone else, sponsor someone else to go to ziyarah. There are so many people who save up their entire lives but they can't afford it. Help them. Support these projects. Like this organization, any organization, anything that has the name of Imam al-Hussein and is genuinely trying to serve his cause, give. Right? That's number one. Number two, dua. Imam al-Hussein says, this dua is attributed to him in Dua Arafah. He says, Allahumma akhrij hubb ad-dunya min qalbi. Oh Allah, extract the love of this dunya from my heart. You know how there are certain sins that you wouldn't even think about? Others might enjoy them, but you don't even consider those sins, right? Alcohol, why would you? You know what I mean? It's a whole industry, it's massive, all over the world. So many people are engaged in this filth, and yet you have no desire for that. That's by the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you have no desire for it. أخرج حب الدنيا من قلبي. When it comes to the other sins, when it comes to the package that we call ad-dunya, which includes all of the sins, ask Allah to extract that love from your heart once and for all, so that you have no desire for it. Right? So that was the problem that the Kufans had. The other problem, we said, that they weren't willing to pay the price. They're just not willing to put their neck on the line. They said that we loved Imam al-Hussein, we love Ali ibn Abi Talib, we love the Ahlul Bayt, but when it comes to actually paying the price, that's where they drew the line, right? I mentioned examples last night, I don't want to talk about that again. The next problem that the Kufans have is what? It is the fact that they weren't willing to commit. It's one thing to do something or to decide that you're going to do it. It's another thing to be willing to go through difficulty in order to do it. But it's a whole other issue to actually commit to it, to fulfill your promise that you have made. They made promises to Imam al-Hussein, but they never honored those commitments. Which, by the way, brothers and sisters, when it comes to honoring commitments, this is one of those things that has no exception whatsoever. Let me share a hadith with you. It's narrated, attributed to the Holy Prophet as well.